Hey friends, we're over here at Lake Thunderbird State Park in Oklahoma. It's just south of Oklahoma City. Let me show you our campsite. So here we are, number 5 at the Post Oak Campground. Lake Thunderbird State Park has several entirely different campgrounds. So this is the Post Oak. It's kind of semi-modern. Then you take this road down to the left and there's a whole nother campground, part of the Post Oak group. And then up here and out to the right, you can exit. We're posted up in Post Oak, which is on the eastern side of the lake. There's more campgrounds on the north side. There's a bunch on the south. That's kind of where the entrance is. But today we're going to a completely different park, different lake, because that's where the Rose Rocks are. Here's 2 Rose Rocks. This one's obviously quite a bit bigger, but this one I would say has more definition. So we bought these at the event that we were at last weekend. And apparently, like this one, if you take a power washer to it, you can get in there and clean out some of these grooves even more. And I think even this one as well. And you can get some of that definition to come out even better. Oh yeah, let me finish the campground tour. So we have a picnic table over here. Walter's chilling. A little rack for your lamp or trash. Got a little barbecue grill over here. You can kind of see how close my neighbor would be. I'm happy we don't have a neighbor right now. I think they could definitely set these things farther apart. We have electricity over here. We got 30 amp and 15 amp. Then you have water over here. And right there is the entrance to the dump station. Ready to find Rose Rocks?
Let's rock and roll.
By the way, we're going to Stanley Draper Lake. It's a little bit closer to Oklahoma City. We are about 6 minutes out, so hang on, friends. But I'll tell you, the weather is looking kind of gray. I thought it was supposed to be a good day, and I'm 25 minutes from the house and forgot a coat, so hopefully this doesn't go south on us.
Turn left onto point 11.
So we made it over here and we're walking down to the water. We got lowering temperatures and we're gonna try to find these as quickly as possible. That was unexpected. People are carving their names and stuff in the rocks here. Wow, they've been busy. That would take a lot of work. All right, friends, we just got here and I've already found one. Look at that. My first Rose Rock in the wild. How cool is that? It's tiny, but it's my first. I love it. Jolene's first Rose Rock.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
They're so tiny. Love them.
So we can take home 6 per person each day. And we have 4 already. I'm gonna see which ones are gonna be our favorite. Hopefully get some nice big honkers.
Does Walter get any?
Yes, he does.
So we got down here and I thought I was so cool because I found my first Rose Rock and it was kind of off by itself. Let me show you what I just found. Every last one of these are Rose Rocks, friends, the exact same size as what I found. Look at the definition there. These are absolutely amazing. Look how cool that is. Every single one of these is a Rose Rock. That is, that's actually insane.
Look at that one. So pretty.
They're all kind of look like peach pits. That one was kind of cool. Hard to know. Oh yeah, the guy said to power wash them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope this water isn't poisonous for you to drink.
Alright guys, we are at the next point and we're gonna go see if we can find the big ones. So far the weather is holding up. It's not maybe the best weather we would choose, but it's gonna work. So far the other spot is panning out. We got to the boat ramp and went to the right, so now we're gonna go to the left of it and see if there's anything there, but no Rose Rocks much over here.
Look at all this crazy glass.
Well, not much going on at this spot. I'm sure happy we found that first one because we might have been pretty bummed out if this is the only spot we went to today. So we're back in the truck driving to our last spot. Hang on, friends. Alright, so here's our last spot we're checking. It is very windy out here today. Walter's half red at this point from this red dirt. We're headed out to that little island if we can make it. Alright friends, we're going to the island. Y'all, we made it to the island and this is 10 out of 10, the best spot so far. This whole island is nothing but rose rocks. Look around at all the cool stuff. Look at that's like a triple. You can see like a rose pattern built into that rock there. Back in the truck, and it's never felt so good to be indoors. It's just so cold and windy out there. Gonna head back to the camp, and we got a beef stew we're making tonight. So we saw the sign for fresh eggs as we were driving over and stopped on the way back and got 2 dozen. Well friends, we are going for a walk. Do you want to go for a hike with us? Either way, we're taking you. You're coming with us. Get in the truck. Let's go. So I also shipped some wheel bearing seals for the trailer to an Amazon locker, and they should be arriving any minute now. This dog, y'all, cannot contain himself. He is so excited to go for a walk. You ready, buddy? Let's go. Come on. What are you gonna do with all your excitement? So Jolene got a map online and we came and we're looking at everything. And guys, I guess just recently they changed the name of everything. They changed all the colors of the trails, they changed the names of the trails and everything. So we were looking for these specific trails we wanted to do, like a 1.5 mile loop, and it was nowhere to be found. And I think they changed some of the routes and everything. So I got a picture of the old map and the new map. So either way, we'll have something when we get out in those woods. Back at the truck, friends, we made it all the way to the top of this road to the trailhead when we realized we forgot bug spray. We're gonna throw that on. Hang on, friends, we'll get back to the trailhead in a minute.
Mosquitoes on me, no more ticks on my body. Keep my back.
Well, babe, good thing you got me with you.
Why?
I can spot a bear trap from a mile away. Watch out, babe, watch out. So you can see up here this big old swoop. This is actually a heavily used bike trail. We haven't seen any bikers today, so that's probably good. But some people have spent hours and hours. Uh-oh, Jolene did the cut through. Spent hours and hours building these trails out here. So we just made it to a mile. I'll show you guys what we did. So we parked over here at Breakwater Bay. Came somewhere, I think I don't know. We might have did this loop. Yeah, because we just landed at this pole right here. So we kind of knew where we were. Jig jog to this hub. Guys, we are at the hub. The hub is pretty much the place you want to be. Check it out. Zoom out. Bam. Everything's happening at the hub. Honestly, you gotta ask yourself, if you haven't been to the hub, are you really living? I mean, check it out. We got a trail, another trail, another trail, another trail, another trail. Spin around. You got a sign that tells you you're at the hub. You got a trail behind the sign. A couple more trails over there. Everything is happening at the hub, guys. You can meet cool people there, meet cool dogs, sit down and get a drink. Throw your trash away rather than being a jerk and leave it on the trail. You can just put your trash at the hub. I hear people. Somebody's coming to the hub right now as we speak. What did I tell you, friends? Everybody's coming to the hub. The hub is the place to be. Made it to the next hub, guys. So we made it back to the truck. Walter didn't seem to like the Redmond relight. We forgot real water. all we had was our Redmond stuff. So he's getting some water, and then Amazon notified me that my stuff made it to the locker. So we're off to that next.
L-O-V-E, love. Ah!
Jolene got a tick on her. Oh,
We didn't check ourselves. We just jumped in. Ah!
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, don't panic. Oh my god. Ah! It's not coming off. Ah, did I get it?
I think so. Well, what I tell you, friends, we're back in tick country. We forgot to check ourselves after the walk. We found a tick on Walter while we were walking, and we didn't even have him off leash because of that. So now we got to pull over and check ourselves for ticks. There it is. Well, we saw a little sign for some firewood, and we'd like to have a fire tonight at the camp, so we're gonna pull off and check it out. Alright, firewood self-serve, $5 and $20.
Asked about lump turtle. Biochar, pecans, microwave. It's a fine establishment right here.
Alright, you guys, let's see where we're supposed to put the money. $5. Oh, pay here. Go. You guys go. Yep. Howdy. Good, how are you? Well, I found Mr. Jim here. He's been helping us out, man. So we're gonna get some wood from you. Have a nice little fire tonight. Shoot, yeah,
I'll
thanks,
help you
brother.
load it, whatever you want.
Well, what a great guy and an awesome place here, man. I could only dream of having a cool little spot like this. So hopefully you guys, if you're over here by the lake camping and you need some firewood, stop in and get some firewood. Let's check on old Walt with the firewood. Let me show you what Amazon brought me. So I'm going to be checking out the hubs, making sure all my bearings are good. So this is a bearing seal for those two guys right there. I got the 4 of them, and then I got a new tool I've always wanted, so I can be lazy. This is a bearing packer, and we're going to be going through this, but essentially you put the bearing in there and then you push, and it's going to squeeze the grease into the bearing rather than packing it by hand. I've been packing bearings all my life, and I thought, why not give this a go? It's just at that time of day where I really don't need to start that project, but I kind of want to, so we're gonna get dinner on and then get after that project, probably start it today. If I could get 1 or 2 wheels done today and the other 2 tomorrow, that'd be good. We're gonna save the fire for tomorrow because we got this ground beef that we want to thaw out and make some burgers. We got some s'mores and everything, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Got a chicken dinner tonight, but I'm gonna take you guys with me when I go ahead and pack these bearings. So I got the wheel and the cap off. Next is the hub, but Jolene just said it's dinner time, so I'm gonna take a break and have some dinner. All right, what'd you make for dinner?
Some chicken nugs and some veggies.
Chicken and veggies in our famous Ninja Crispy. We love that thing. Take another look, friends. We do this on the Ninja Crispy, perfectly air fried. We usually use butter, coconut oil. This right here is hot sauce. It's like no calories. I put a little bit of ranch. Veggies, mayo, come on. Have a bite. So instead of a Carter pin, this thing has just this little nut deal here. I like the cotter pin better because I know it's in there, but this is what all the new stuff's going towards. So at the end of the day, this is what's holding your wheel onto the trailer already. And then the inner bearing is going to be in here, and this is the seal that I bought the replacement for. Now you can see already that seal isn't working because this thing has a lot of grease in it, and there's grease all in the brakes. So I do have some issues with this particular brake out of the 4. And that's why I wanted to get this hub off. So there's different pullers to get these off, but if you got a good set of pliers, that'll usually do the trick. There we are. Alrighty. It's getting too dark to film, so I'm gonna finish this one up on my own, but I got 3 more wheels, so everything I haven't showed you on this one we'll do in the morning. Well friends, what you are looking at is 18 ticks we just got off the dog. We had about 3 more, so over 20 ticks just from one little walk out here. This is one of our beefs with Oklahoma, Arkansas, this whole region is the stupid ticks. So the next morning here, and I'm back after it. Guys, I pulled this next wheel off and it's almost as bad as the front one. So that means I might stop using that Easy Lube, and every time I pack the wheel bearings, I'm just gonna pull it because I'm pretty sure I'm getting too much grease in there. So I was able to inspect these bearings, and so far all the bearings look great. Got my new tool here, so you kind of drop it down and you're gonna see the grease come up. Screw this guy on. It's kind of a conical shape. There's a guy on TikTok that stands on this thing. That'll put the pressure to it. Oh yeah, you could see it ooze out the top there. Let me unscrew this real quick so you guys can see how much grease came out. See the cool little curly cues there? That's the grease coming through those bearings. So that's essentially old grease. I'm gonna take that out and put it aside, and then I'm gonna give it one more go to make sure we got plenty of new good grease in there. Look at that. That's not bad. Once you get this thing going, it's pretty cool. So I'll have a link to this in the description. But that's a well-packed bearing right there. Here's that outer seal. I put this on last night without you on the other one. I just put a thin little layer of grease around it that you can get in here. Guys, so you can see how I have that packed. I got some grease in there. So I'm gonna set it on there about as level as possible. Get yourself a piece of wood. I actually have presses at home, but of course I don't carry that on the rig with me. And just try to put even pressure, checking it every so often. This here won't let it go lower than it needs to, so that's a perfectly set seal. But now I'm gonna put this hub back on. Bearing, and we're gonna go, this washer has a slot in it, it can only go one direction. And then the nut, and after that you put this retainer clip on there. Jolene got lunch ready, and let me tell you, this looks like a good one today. Thanks, babe. Salmon and rice, guys, in the Ninja Crispy. We love that thing. Use it at least twice a day.
Guess whose birthday it is? This guy. Happy birthday, Walt.
I want to show you this new tool I bought about a year ago and absolutely love this thing. So it fits the shape of the dust cap, and that way you can hammer it on nice and even. I used to set these up here and then just hammer at them with a piece of wood. But guys, a little $7 tool here, I'll link that as well. I absolutely love this thing. Perfect. So the tire stuff is all done, everything's shiny now, and it's dinner time. Walter sees some dogs, I think they're just loose dogs, roaming around over there in the field, but we'll keep an eye on them. Jolene made these burgers. We have a little burger plate here we bought at Walmart. So I'm gonna smash these down onto there and roast them over there on the fire. These things are cooking along pretty quick. And y'all, I bought this little grate here at Walmart for like $2 or $3. And that's just to keep it off of this grate system. Because you know, folks like to pee to extinguish the fire. They burn plastic, they burn trash in here, so this is just the little attempt to try to keep it as clean as possible. Let me know what you guys do when you're out camping like this to try to keep it as clean as possible on your end. Got some cheese on there. Friends, if you check back the last video, we were over in Texas eating at the Dixie Dog. I tell you, it's gonna be really hard to beat out the Dixie Dog, but I'm giving it a run for its money tonight. Happy birthday, Walter. You feel older? You feel wiser? You feel like mom's gonna give you a snack for some reason? Walter, happy birthday, boy. And when I said I'm giving them a run for their money, I meant Jolene was, because she actually made the burgers. I'm just cooking them. I've already sampled one as it came off the grill here, and guys, they are delicious. Good job, babe.
Thanks. You better say it's better than the Dixie Dog.
Better than the Dixie Dog, guys. So it's our last night here, taking off in the morning, taking you guys with us. We're headed to Van Buren. We're gonna get some food along the way and show you guys the Steampunk Festival. It ought to be fun, so hang out for that. We did it last year. I'm gonna do the loop, take you guys around, show you the whole works. Bunch of people in some cool costumes, so that'll be fun. Well, campsite, you did us good. Back on the road, friends, hang on. Off to Arkansas now. With any luck, this barbecue joint we have in mind will be open. So I stopped off the road at Axle Surgeon over here off of I-40 in Oklahoma. Guys, we got some new leaf springs. Let me show you. So I got 2 leaf springs here for the passenger side, and then I also got some new U-bolts. So the U-bolts have to be a little bit longer because these are a little bit thicker of leaf springs. So for years now, the camper tilts to the passenger side, and hopefully it's coming through. But every night we have to sleep with a stack of blocks under the passenger side here because it's tilting. Also, I was under there with the guy and we were talking about axles because I showed you guys in the video how I just repacked these. The drum is trashed and the brakes are trashed. So this is a 3,500 pound axle, and I'm gonna swap to 5,200 pound axles. So I'm under here now and you can see that's perfectly flat. It's supposed to be more curved. That side is more curved. So we didn't buy leaf springs for that side, but I bought 2 for here. So I got a lot of work ahead of me taking everything off and replacing it, but at least I also have a spare. And you guys already know what time it is. It's diesel time, baby. Let's fill up. The thing about these truck pumps is they go really fast, a lot faster than the car one. Ouch! Your tank, friends. We are at Rustlers BBQ and Lazy 8 RV Park. So Jolene is milking the barbecue sauce. That's the best. That is absolutely the best. How's that feel?
Gross.
Here it is, guys. So I got the turkey. I'm trying to be healthy. Came with toast. Jolene wants my mac and cheese. I love fried okra. We got the cheese curds. Apparently these are the must try. And then what did you get, Jolene?
I got the Big Jake. It's got like 5 different meats in it.
So I think it has turkey, has pulled pork, it has some sausage, it has brisket. It looks amazing. I'll probably have the other half. Hang on, friends. It's going down. All right, babe. How was that barbecue joint?
That was so good.
Oh my goodness.
All the meat was really moist.
And somehow we still had leftovers. So I typically go for more meat, but those cheese curds and that mac and cheese and that okra, oh, so good.
Ugh, you lost me at okra.
Lost her at okra. But we might give Walter a little piece just so he can have a sample. After all, yesterday was his birthday. All right, Walt. He's already drooling. Arkansas, friends. Made it to Van Buren, Arkansas. And guys, the first thing I like to do is stop by my friendly neighborhood Walmart. You know your skin's gonna turn orange. 100% carrot juice, friends. I was hoping those springs would install themselves while we were in Walmart. The quaint little town of Van Buren, Arkansas, friends. They got traffic just like everywhere else, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the steampunk stuff that we're gonna be seeing
Nestle in.
a bunch of this weekend. Made it downtown Van Buren, guys. we're gonna start getting our booth set up. It's right around the corner here, and everything inside this packed truck is coming out, and in a couple hours it'll look nice over there. A couple hours later, guys, and here we are. Booth is set up, looking really good, ready for this show. And hang on, friends, for tomorrow, because I'm gonna take you around this place and show you the Van Buren Steampunk Festival. Well, friends, apparently every video has hell in it these days. Oh my goodness, really coming down right now. That's all hell, guys. So I'm really worried about the booth right now because it's set up just a block away. I'm gonna go see if I can check on it. Look at all this water rushing through here. Look at the water pouring off that building over there. Wow, massive gallons of water. We got people's stuff. We got a tent over. The sheriffs are here. We have the Bible box fell down. I got hats getting soaked right there. Worse than I could have possibly wanted, guys. A whole shelf came down. Those are all hats and patches everywhere. Well, friends, this is currently one of the most devastating things we've been through in our booth. Hats were everywhere. Jolene came over. We have to take half of these to the camper and try to clean them out. You can see they're just saturated. We have, look at that one's dirty. It's been on the floor. Let me take you out here and try to show you some of the destruction. This got caught up in our booth. So this little ditch behind us, we had hats come all the way down here. Look at these tents are all destroyed. We had hats floating all the way down to where they finally got caught in this mess. But wait till you see this. These guys aren't even here. These guys lost everything. This is absolutely insane. Look at that tent is upside down. These tents are upside down. That blue tent right there is upside down. Over here, guys, everything here, that was probably the tent for this. This right here, they're missing their entire tent. It just keeps going. All these tents are completely down. That tent is completely caved in. This tent is completely upside down. Everything's flooded. Guys, these things are completely upside down. We got a lot of work to do. We got to get the hats back. I just want to show you guys this in real time. This is hard being on the road sometimes. There's somebody's pickles. Look at, everything's getting flooded. Everything's back here is destroyed and flooded. There's the pickles. So their tent is trashed. Our tent moved quite a bit, guys, with this hailstorm. Tents over there are trashed. We put the Bibles away, but the Bible box was on the ground. We'll put that up real quick. That rocked our world, friends. What do you think, babe?
This is terrible.
So guys, this little main street was wrecked. I guess they didn't have their top on yet. You can see how it just pools up on some of these, the water. But this is up the opposite direction of the street. And guys, it's just mayhem everywhere. This tent's upside down. That's the leg. That's the weight. Look at how that's mangled. It's crazy. So these guys are just mangled. I don't know if I could count the amount of tents that are mangled. And there's us. His little cart. So this tent's gone. How many times have I said that in this video, friends? Oh, I'm almost tripping. Watch out on that weight. So look at our tent. So we had a rack come down, but I tell you guys, we buy the Euramax tent. We buy the Euramax.
The
hexagon shape. And that's a testament. We were in our tornado watch. This was definitely a tornado watch that we were in. So we had some really high winds. Look at that one's just so crazy over there. The road's closed. But I'll tell you what, friends. Got back to the camper. Look at this. This is not Sonic ice, guys. This is hell. We just had this last week. So it's the next day, friends, and that gentleman is still bringing us hats. Apparently he found one of our hats, gave it to Jolene way down the road there. So here we are, a little reprieve from the folks. Got this shelf back up. This is the shelf that came down. Everything's drying out. Jolene's having a good time selling. Let me spin around here. This is the shelf that came down. I gotta fix this. We don't have a weight right here, so this leg kind of pushed out and then caused the shelf to fall down. At any rate, friends, after every rain, every storm comes the sun, and here we are back at it today. You would never know that there was any kind of hailstorm last night. Everybody's having a blast, and I'll tell you what, we got our booth in a lot better shape.
The edge. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can probably push it out, but we're just aiming for that.
Yeah, I'll take your picture, man. So here's some of the folks I was telling you, all dressed up, looking good. All right, guys, say cheese. We'll get one the other way too.
Thank you.
More snakes, friends. What kind of snake is that?
It's a Mojave ball python.
All right.
Male or female? Male? What is that?
I think I got it. Nobody did, but I think I got it.
He first, and then we'll back up.
Right in his face.
Right?
Awesome, looking good, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So they're judging them right now, but I'm gonna take you guys down the line so you can actually see the different contestants standing in line, their little outfits. Check them out. So that's not something you see every day, is it, friends? What do you say we get out and see the rest of the event? Jolene is going to ask if she can ride the big wheel. Oh yeah, she got a yes.
Trying to pedal any faster than I could.
Yeah. Taking off. This is a year in the making, sir. Thank you.
One more time. Push one of the buttons on the other one.
You're doing great, babe.
Takes real talent to do this.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, take your right foot on the pedal. Left one back to the step, just like you got on it. Go up. Right there.
There it is.
And just step backwards.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a lot of fun. He said he saw me eyeballing him from the booth.
Yeah.
You
we
videoed
have
that?
been. Yep. Post game, how did it go?
That was really a lot of fun.